Now that I'm in this position that I'm in, it's very important for me to help the people that are struggling, and that was the main reason why the letter was written. And you know, my mum, she done the best she could. I remember we used to go to a shop called Pound World, and everything was under £1. And you know, we sort of schedule out the week, so we'd get 7 yogurts, and you can have 1 yogurt a day, and so on. So she done the best she could within the circumstances. But there's some families out there like me that have 4 or 5 kids, so it's literally impossible for her to take control of the situation. You know, that this is all going on at a time where kids should be concentrating on schoolwork and stuff like that, and it's just crazy to think that this is still going on at this. You know, we're in 2020 now, and it's just something that I don't believe should be happening.
Something I wonder when I read the letter, when you were growing up, do you remember being hungry?
Yeah, of course. But I also understood. Maybe it was just part of me growing up. I just knew how hard that my mum was working. Anyway, so you know, I'd never moan. I'd never do anything. If there's food on the table, there's food on the table. If there's not, I had friends that understood my same situation, and maybe it was possible for me to go to their house, get some food or whatever.
I know that you've written this letter from the heart. Tell me what you hope you might be able to achieve.
Well, basically, I'm just hoping that the government make a U-turn on the decision to stop the free meal vouchers, and I'm just hoping they do it as soon as possible. Really, I know they've mentioned that they usually do this, you know, this time of year, summer holidays, but because of COVID, the situation's been completely different for everyone in the world. So. You know, circumstances change.
About 1.3 million children in England will be able to claim free school meals vouchers during the holidays after a campaign by footballer Marcus Rashford, who is a Manchester United forwarder, 22-year-old, who welcomed the 6-week voucher for eligible children, and he quote, "Look at what we can do when we come together." Hi lovely people, welcome back to another video. I'm just going to really touch up on this really swiftly. Please do like, comment and subscribe just before we get into the video. I wanted to talk about this because I don't feel like we talk enough about good things that happen. We all know on the news we see more bad things than we actually see positive things. I'm glad everyone is talking about it, and all the blogs and papers are talking about it, and I definitely want to bring that on my channel. So Marcus Rashford, who plays for Manchester United, basically ran a campaign for children who are less privileged to be able to get free school meals during the summer holidays. Obviously due to the pandemic, it has caused a lot, obviously as we are aware, it has caused a lot of people to struggle, a lot of families to struggle. He wanted to extend that even though children are not at school, but you know, so that they're able to survive. This is something that he used to get when he was younger. This is something that his mum and himself benefited from, and he saw the struggles that his mum went through, and he obviously was touched by that. This is somebody whose net worth is about 65 million, so he's obviously in a position where he can do something. He's influential and he can help. So during this petition that he did, originally Prime Minister declined it, but there has been a U-turn. He has since then has agreed to it. He did say that it's not going to be extended after the summer holidays, but hopefully things will go back to normal, and you know, it will continue. The government had previously insisted it would not award free school meals vouchers in England outside of term time, prompting the footballer to pen an open letter to MP asking for the decision to be reversed. All children eligible for free school meals in term in England will benefit from COVID summer food fund, Downing Street said. Marcus says, "This was never about me or you. This was never about politics. This was a cry out for help from vulnerable parents all over the country, and I simply provided a platform for their voices to be heard," he wrote. Mr. Rashford also added, "The well-being of our children should always be a priority," and I definitely agree. This whole COVID thing has put people in a vulnerable position, like all over, and if there's anything that we can do to help, then we should definitely be able to help. And It's interesting. Katie Hopkins, that lady, so she says, dear Marcus Rashford, do you think women should think about how they are going to feed a child before they decide to have it? I do not want to pay to feed other people's kids. You are welcome to. Thank you, Katie Hopkins. I think it's an absolute ludicrous statement to make. You know, during the COVID-19 and during the pandemic, we have people all over the place raising money. We had people like Captain Tom, who raised nearly 33 million for the NHS. You know, nobody asked him to do it. He simply did it because he felt compelled to do it, and obviously people saw into his vision and did so. Now, whatever they do with that money, who knows? Still to today, I don't think that it has been put into what it has said it's going to be put into. I mean, I don't know, but they haven't said anything about that. There's not been any update about that. There's not been any updates regarding to PPE. There's not been any updates regarding to the safety of nursing homes, or, you know, I mean, I don't know, but for her to make that kind of comment, I think it's absolutely disgraceful. Like, I didn't see her make any comments when the captain was raising the money, or other people were raising the money for the NHS. Now somebody wants to do something to help children. It's an issue. It's like, what? You know, why dampen something, or why ridicule something, or why put a negative twist on something that's actually good? It's actually good. It's going to be implemented. Children are going to benefit from it, and families are going to benefit from it. It's going to help the country. It's pouring into the country that you so seem to be so into, but yet you have a negative thing to say about it. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on it? I definitely think that, you know, there is a lot of good that is happening, and, you know, even in the midst of Black Lives Matter, you know, people are doing things, and people are not just, they're not just screaming, they're not just making noise for no reason, they're not just protesting for no reason. There is actually change, and people are actually doing something. Now it's time to put pen to paper. Now it's time to actually manifest and actually, you know, do things. You know, the Bible says, be a doer of the word, not just say. It's the same principle, you know, actually be a doer of things. Don't just say, we need to do this, or this needs to happen, or we have to do that, and then when it comes to doing it, there is nothing to show forth from it. So I think what he's done is an amazing thing, and, you know, I think he should definitely be praised, and I don't know why Boris Johnson declined it in the first place, because it's an area that needs to be done, and it needs to be fixed. Comment below what your thoughts are. I think it's amazing, and I'm definitely 100% behind it. Please do like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.